Right, and welcome. Happy book day, y'all. It's Megan, and I'm here with Stephanie, one of our clerks. Hey, Stephanie.
Hi.
Right, and we are here to talk about books, because that's what we do here at the BK Public Library. We talk about books. So, Stephanie, what is something you've been reading recently?
Well, I've kind of been entrenched in the YA section of our library, the young adult section.
Always a great section.
It is a great section. I try to expand my reading. I love to read adult fiction, but I try to reach into the YA section so that when, kids come in and they want a recommendation in the YA, which we do get a lot of, that I'm able to help them find some books that they will like. And so right now I'm entrenched in there, and I'm reading a book called Heartless by Marissa Meyer.
Oh, I love her. She wrote the Lunar Chronicles, right?
Yes, which is one of my favorite series. Cinder is the first book in that series. It's a series of 4 books, and it's one of my favorite. I highly recommend it to everybody. And this one, Heartless, is the newest one she's written. It's a standalone novel, and it takes place. It's in Alice in Wonderland. And so it takes place in Wonderland, and it's about the Queen of Hearts. And so it's her backstory about how she becomes the Queen of Hearts. And I really enjoyed it. The ending was a little...
Oh, no spoilers, no spoilers. I'm going to read it.
Okay.
I love Marissa Meyer's things. I love her work. I love the Lunar Chronicles. Cinder, forever. Winter is my favorite Snow White of all time.
Yes, and she creates, in Alice in Wonderland, she creates this wonderful world. The Wonderland world is fantastic. And I think she's a wonderful creator of worlds, fantasy worlds. And she does a fantastic job and giving this backstory of how the Queen of Hearts. But when you're reading it, you just have to remember that you're reading a story about the Queen of Hearts who's, and you have to remember who the Queen of Hearts is. So
remember that.
Yes, when you're reading it, remember who you're reading about, because you tend to forget that until the end and you're like, aha.
And you have to remember that Marissa Meyer also, she will just mess with your head because she is a really good writer. She will just kill everyone.
Yes.
She's mean. I haven't read this one, but it is on my list. So thank you for reminding me.
It was a good one. And I also just finishing listening to, and I know that you and Kate had discussed it, was with Malice, which is also a young adult. I listened to the Playaway, the audiobook, and it was fantastic. And I really enjoyed that also. So that, again, is another young adult.
I have to listen to that one. Everyone is talking about it. Everyone loves it. So with Malice making its second appearance on the podcast. So it's with Malice and Heartless. When we get new books here at the library, we get to unbox them all. We get to open them. It's very exciting. So Stephanie got to look at all of them before all of you. So what caught your eye over on the carts?
So I'm going to try to go back to some fiction again. And so I do love a good mystery. And I came across this book called A Separation by Kitamura. And this one sounds really good to me. It is about a woman and her husband who are married, and they have decided to separate, but they haven't told anybody that they're separating, that their marriage is about to go under. And he goes on a hike in Greece, and he goes missing. And then the mother-in-law calls her and asks her to go see if she can find him. The mother-in-law doesn't know that they're separated, and so it's supposed to be, she goes on a search, and she discovers a lot about her relationship, supposedly, that she didn't know about, and we don't really know what happens to the husband. And so, so I like these kind of books that are quite a mystery and keep you in suspense. And the cover's really cool. It's kind of like a fire on the front of it, and it just was appealing to me. So
we've been getting a lot of really cool ones about couples and their separations. My Husband's Wife, I think it was.
What was that one?
We've got a couple of other really good adult fiction. So if you're looking for tumultuous relationship ones, please come on down. We've got a whole bunch of them in our news.
And there was a great one that I also read. Can I just throw this one in there?
Yes.
2 patrons had recommended it to me. It's called Behind Closed Doors, and that was fabulous. I couldn't put it down. Read it in 2 days by B.S. Paris.
Okay.
That was fabulous. And then the other book I picked was The Clairvoyants by...
Let me just say, this cover is gorgeous.
It is beautiful, isn't it? It's got a woman laying on a bed, and it's very beautiful, the cover. The Clairvoyants by Karen Brown. I think I picked it because I love Sandra Brown, but no, I'm just kidding. Don't judge a book by the cover, but...
sometimes it's okay.
Yeah, no, it's okay.
It
It draws you in, right? But this is it's a psychological mystery. mystery, and it is about a woman who grows up and she can see ghosts. And I like the kind of paranormal. I'm a fan of Heather Graham's and Karen Robards, and they kind of do that kind of ghost sort of thing. But this is about her, and there's this mystery that she's involved with, and she sees this ghost that appears to her, and it looks like she's going to try to solve a mystery. And they kind of compare this to Rebecca. So, the reviews. So anyway, I'm really interested in reading it.
Well, that's great. Well, so
we shall see.
If you like, kind of twisted fairy tale retellings, we've got Heartless,
yes.
Stephanie recommends. And she's also interested in some of our newer books, A Separation, which is kind of it looks like a psychological mystery with couples. You like kind of ghosts and gorgeous covers. We've got The Clairvoyants. So we've pretty much got something for everyone this month here at the BK Public Library.
Yeah, there were a lot of good choices coming in right now. So I think you've got some good choices.
Yeah.
You come into the library.
Yeah, so please come see us. Ask Stephanie for these books and let us know what you think. She'll let you know what she thinks when she gets to pick them up, and we hope you enjoy them. If you don't enjoy them, please tell us that as well. We'd love to hear from you. On this podcast, we're going to be interviewing more of the staff. We're going to be hopefully interviewing some of the patrons. Kate and I will be back talking about things we're reading. Personally, I'm reading the Readers of Broken Wheel recommend, which is a lovely little small town ditty. Yep. And I will talk about that more later. But yeah, thank you, Stephanie, for coming up and talking to me about our new books.
This has been fun. Yay!
Yay! And I hope you all come and say hi to Stephanie, and you all come and check out these great books. Right? Happy book day, y'all.
Yay. Thanks.
Bye. The BK Book Hall is part of the BK Public Library's podcast channel. It is produced and edited by Megan Fisher. Thanks to the Friends of the BK Public Library for the donation of our podcast equipment. For more information, go to www.bktexas.com. Please feel free to email us or leave any comments and suggestions below. We'd love to hear from you.